Good evening and welcome everybody to tonight's November 3rd meeting of the Kalispell City Council. Can I get a roll call?
Council President Graham,
Here.
Councilor Dowd,
Here.
Councilor Dahlman,
Here.
Councilor Fisher,
Here.
Councilor Hunter,
Here.
Councilor Nunnally,
Here.
Councilor Carlson,
Here.
Councilor Gabrielle, Mayor Johnson.
Would you all rise and sing the pledge with the council? Mr. Nunnally, would you lead us?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm going to look to the council for a motion on the agenda approval. Mr. Dowd?
Thank you, Mr. President. I move the agenda be moved as published.
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Carlson.
Thank you.
Any discussion on the agenda? All in favor of the motion signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. None opposed. Tonight's consent agenda has one item on it. It's the council minutes for October 6th, October 13th, and October 20th, 2025. Is there any public comment on tonight's consent agenda? Okay, seeing no public comment, look to the council for a motion. Mr. Hunter?
Move that we accept the consent agenda as published.
Second.
Motion seconded. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed, same sign. None opposed. Tonight there are no committee reports, so I'm gonna move into public comment. So this would be the portion of our meeting where I'm gonna open up public comment to any public comment that is not currently on tonight's agenda. If there's any public comment, please step to the mic with your name and address. Okay, I'm going to close public comment. Move into reports, recommendations, and council actions. There's one item tonight, Resolution 6298, Flathead County Public Safety Facility Annexation and Zoning. This resolution considers annexation and initial zoning of P1 Public for 33.5 acres at Snowline acres at 225 Snowline Lane. Jared.
Yes, Mayor and Council, or I should say Council President. I'll turn it over to PJ Sorensen, Assistant Director of Development Service for a staff report.
All right. Thank you, Council. Flathead County has submitted an application for annexation and initial zoning of P1 Public for property located at 225 Snowline Lane. The subject site consists of 33.5 acres. Proposed for development is the new Flathead County Public Safety Facility, which will include a new detention center and sheriff's office headquarters. The county purchased the property in February of 2024. The location was chosen for its direct highway access, separation from dense residential areas, capacity for future expansion, and placement within the city's annexation boundary. While this application and review is limited to the annexation and zoning of the property and is not a review or approval of the project itself, it is helpful to understand the context of what they hope to do. The planned facility will be approximately 118,000 square feet, primarily single level to enhance security and efficiency. It will provide nearly 200 general housing beds and 42 beds dedicated to medical and behavioral health needs. The design also incorporates visitation, recreation, and support spaces, along with roughly 30,000 square feet dedicated to courtroom functions and sheriff's operations, including patrol, investigations, training, evidence storage, and emergency services. In terms of the general location, it's just off of Highway 93 South and just to the northwest of Old School Station. Currently, the property is Zone County SAG 5. Under the growth policy, it's shown as suburban residential and industrial. However, under the zoning ordinance, the P1 public zones contemplated within any growth policy designation, and the request would substantially comply with the growth policy in that regard. Also, one of the central goals of the growth policy is to ensure that public infrastructure and essential services keep pace with community growth. This project supports that growth by addressing one of the county's most pressing needs, which is expanded detention and law enforcement capacity. The P1 zoning designation is appropriate for the site and reflects the growth policy's guidance for locating major public facilities in areas with suitable infrastructure, adequate access, and compatible surrounding land uses. The site sits within the city's annexation boundary, making it a logical extension of municipal services in the city limits. Annexation also helps ensure the project will be supported by full municipal services. The facility will connect to city water, sewer, and solid waste collection. Electric service would be by Flathead Electric, natural gas by Northwestern Energy, and telecommunications by Lumen. All infrastructure extensions and connections would be reviewed and permitted under city standards. Primary access to the facility will be from US Highway 93 South with direct entry provided by Snowline Lane. This corridor is already designed to handle commercial industrial traffic, making it an appropriate location for a facility of this scale. Intersection upgrades would be reviewed in conjunction with the building permit and site review process. We did receive one written comment, and the Kalispell Planning Commission adopted staff report K-2508 as findings of fact and forwarded a recommendation to the City Council that the property be annexed with an initial zoning designation of P1 public, and we'd be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions, staff? Mr. Hunter?
Thank you. So what happens if the jail bond does not pass? Has the county indicated what they would do with the property, or any expectation there about what would happen?
They haven't indicated at this point, but if they decided to go in a different direction, it would be annexed, so it would be in the city, and it would ensure that whatever happened on the property would be a city development to city standards.
Mm-hmm. And so being a government entity, they wouldn't pay taxes, property taxes, but they'd be paying impact fees for the development?
They would be paying impact fees, yes, and assessments.
Yes, assessments as well. They pay all the assessments in addition.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and open this item up for public comment. If there's any public comment, please step to the mic with your name and address. Okay, I'm gonna close public comment on it and look to the council for a motion.
As well, right?
Okay, Ms. Dahlman.
I move resolution number 6298, a resolution to provide for the alteration of the boundaries of the city of Kalispell by including therein as an annexation certain real property described as a parcel of land located in the northeast quarter of the southwest quarter of section 33 township 28 north range 21 west PMM Flathead County, Montana, more particularly described as parcel B of a certificate of survey number 23135, records of Flathead County, Montana, containing 3.500 acres of land, more or less, subject to all easements, covenants, conditions, restrictions, and rights of way of record to be known as Flathead County Public Safety Facility Edition number 484 to amend section 27.02.010 official zoning map, City of Kalispell zoning ordinance number 1677 by zoning said property in accordance with the Kalispell zoning ordinance and to declare an effective date.
Second.
Motion is seconded by Ms. Dahlman. Any discussion? Mr. Dowd?
Thank you, Mr. President. I believe that regardless of what happens with this property, whether the levy passes or not, it is a little pocket of county out there surrounded by city that needs to be brought into the city anyway so that we can avoid septic and stuff being put in there in the future. So I support the annexation just to make sure that we have a contiguous city designation along that area.
Any other discussion? Yeah, I would agree that, it's a pretty simple, straightforward annexation, and it makes sense, for location, for it to come into the city for one of those reasons, so. Anybody online? Oh. Can I get a roll call?
Council President Graham,
Aye.
Counselor Dowd,
Aye.
Counselor Dahlman,
Aye.
Counselor Fisher,
Aye.
Counselor Hunter,
Aye.
Counselor Nunley,
Aye.
Counselor Carlson,
Aye. Aye.
Okay, motion carries. I'm gonna close that portion out and move into city manager, council, and mayor reports. Mr. Nygren.
Yes, so we do have a meeting next Monday. Just so the council's aware, I won't be there. Susie Turner will be acting manager at that time, but we'll be having a work session on the central garage again. You may recall a couple months ago, had a work session on the central garage, just going over the discussion of potential budgeting. So Susie will continue to go over that. Likewise, you may remember during the budget discussion, there was some money allocated for that purpose. So just kind of go over that and looking for direction from council. Also, after the work session, there will be an executive session for the council. Just a reminder for the city manager search. That will be upstairs. And I know if you aren't able to attend, certainly we'll be looking at trying to get a Zoom meeting for you set up because it is certainly an important aspect. Lastly, just put a little bit on the record here regarding, tax bills are coming out. There's just been a lot of discussion going around about commercial property taxes having gone up significantly. And certainly in the city, we are seeing that. There's a lot of details and nuances that go into property taxes, it's certainly at the state level and the local level. Generally, taxable values for commercial properties have gone up, residential properties have gone down. You have one pie, the pie has been shifted. As most of us know, our residential property taxes have gone down, and that had to be made up somewhere, and it's being made up by commercial businesses, and definitely some surprises out there. I just put that on the record because the city hasn't made any changes that would lead to that. That's purely state law changes in regards to property tax and the progressive rate system that's been put in place. So certainly getting some attention and likely have continued discussion on that coming into the future. So other than that, happy to answer any questions.
Anything from the council? Mr. Hunter?
Thank you. Tomorrow's election day, and just encourage folks to get out and vote by 8 o'clock tomorrow. And be sure to sign the back of your envelope and put your birth year on the back. There are ballots being rejected because of this new rule that folks are not including the birth year on the back of the envelope. And just want to thank the opponents in the race. I think all three of us have run really good races, tough races, and no matter the outcome, I think it's been a really great process and a lot of good dialogue out in the community. So I appreciate everybody and their efforts.
Mr. Dowd?
Thank you. Yep, totally go vote. But the whole property tax thing is bringing up some other issues that I wanted to talk about. I think it's a little bit ridiculous that we have had an overage of taxes paid to the state where so much so that they had to refund us some of that money. That property taxes didn't go down. Like you said, the pie stayed the same. They're getting the same amount coming in. They don't actually need that amount for the size of the government that we have at the state level. And I do want to just ensure people that the city did not do anything to increase your property taxes. We taxed, the number of mills that we tax is different, but the amount that those mills are worth is roughly the same as it was last year. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you don't like what's going on with property taxes, definitely contact your state representative. Thanks.
Jed?
The interim city manager really needs to learn how to change the clock.
Noted.
Yeah, I guess I'll just jump in here. Yes, congratulations to everybody running their campaigns. I'm so glad I was not a part of that. But you've come to the end, and one notable thing would be so the last time I ran, I put myself in the emergency room with a post pounder. So
That's right. You should tell that
y'all
story.
came out safely. So, but I just want to say yes. Go vote tomorrow if you haven't done so already. But do not stick your ballot in the mail. Take it in person and drop it off at the election department, filled out correctly for it to be counted. And I guess as far as, taxes go, the one thing to remember is the cost of doing business is always borne by the end user. So, residential may have gone down, commercial's gone up, but the end user pays. I'll bring this in here. It's like developers do not pay impact fees. The end user does. So I want to get that in there. But anyhow, once again, congratulations everybody running in this election, and we'll see what happens tomorrow. So with that, we're adjourned.